Group hug.
Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. If you didn't already know, I am Rose and this is my beautiful wife, Rosie. We never intro ourselves, we just assume we have the same audience, but you know what? We're still growing. It might be worth mentioning here that we also have a vlogging channel. It's called Rose and Rosie Vlogs, and this Christmas we're doing a 4-part vlogmas series. I'm gonna drop the trailer right now.
Group hug.
So today we are going to film a video and Rosie doesn't have any idea what we're going to do. None of it's scripted, of course.
Except for that one.
Apart from that one scripted one, which got a billion views.
1 billion.
1 billion views. So today I thought it would be interesting to see how dateable we are, Rosie, if at all. Now I've got help from this fantastic online quiz, which I think has been developed by psychologists. And it says here, do you ever sit and think about whether you are good dating material? I don't sit and think in general, really. I just sit and fart. Rosie, are you ready for question one?
Ready.
Can I just say, despite whatever the results say, I think you're very dateable. Question one, what style of fashion do you prefer? Now the options, Rosie.
I can't say how dateable you are. Fashion's subjective.
Are you just going to argue with me throughout the whole thing? The choices are casual, classy, none of these, or trendy.
Probably casual.
I think casual.
Oh.
What do you look for in a potential romantic partner? Good looks,
Okay.
personality,
Okay.
financial status, or none of these?
Personality.
Are you saying that because you're woke, or is that true?
No, it's true. All my exes are ugly.
Select your ideal date location from the options listed below.
Right.
The nightclub.
No.
Do you remember the nightclub, Rosie?
I remember it.
I remember it too. The park. Museum or art gallery. Restaurant. Movie theatre. Or none of these.
Movie theatre.
You want to go to movie theatre.
What did you think of our first date?
I thought it was very, very interesting.
Was it the best date you've ever had?
Yeah.
How many dates have
It
you
was
been on?
also the first date I've ever had,
Yeah.
really.
It was my first proper date, I think. No one else properly
Really?
dated me.
Really?
Kind of, yeah.
Makes me feel really good.
I kind of had one date before.
Who
but
was it?
the one before you?
Oh, that's nothing. Means nothing. Dead to me. Will you drink alcohol when on a date?
Yes.
Wait, you haven't heard the options.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Just a drink or two. Yes, as much as I want. It depends. Or no.
Yes, as much as I want.
You're wild. You are wild. What do you consider to be an appropriate age difference between two people dating each other?
Age gaps are okay when you're both older.
Yes. You're
30.
saying when you're both of legal age?
Yeah, well, past
It's
that.
fine.
You're both past that.
Why don't you just listen to the
My-
options, okay, before being so problematic in the
Okay.
future? Up to 15 years, age don't matter. Up to 5 years, up to 20 years, up to 10 years. Why are those in that
that's
order?
such a weird
It was
order.
so stupid.
I would say up to 5 years. I'd keep the age gap minimal because you're going to be in different phases of your life as the age gap grows.
A solid answer. I took a sip of your ginger beer and that was the result. I'm not very dateable. How long should you wait after a date to contact the person again? A few days, it doesn't matter, or I will wait for the other party to initiate contact, or a week or longer.
I would wait for the other
You
party.
would wait for the other party
Yeah.
to initiate contact.
Yeah.
I know it's true. I've lived it. Scenario. You receive an important text message whilst on a date. But when do you reply to the text?
Completely depends on the context of how important the text is.
Someone's dead!
Well, I'd reply immediately.
I'd wait out of being polite. These are the options. Wait until my date goes to the washroom. What's a washroom?
A bathroom.
Stupid.
You don't wash in there.
You don't.
Well,
you
I suppose
don't
do.
wash your pits in the bathroom, do you? Wait until after the date, right away, or unsure.
Right away.
You'd reply to a text right
If
away.
it's important, yeah.
Okay, it is important.
My date doesn't come first if they're like, I've just met them, sorry. My work or what health or family or whatever's important comes first.
She's putting her work, health, or family first.
Yeah, also they
15.
should understand.
They should understand. You're quite right.
Yeah.
How long does it typically take you to get over a breakup? Ooh, it depends.
That depends on how long you were together for.
If you'd like to listen
It
to
could
the
take
options.
years.
If you'd like to listen to the options. Breakups don't faze me. A few months to a year. A few weeks.
It depends.
You know what? It depends, right? But
depends.
say the person was me.
I'd never get over it.
Oh, that's not on here. It's a shame. Do you consider yourself to be a romantic? Yes, no, sometimes, unsure.
Yes.
You think you're romantic?
Yes. I made you that fart paper.
Turn over.
What does
Fart.
it say?
You wrapped it in this! I really expected it to be something romantic. How the tables have in fact turned. That was romantic.
Yeah.
How did I forget that? That's
Yeah, exactly.
inconsiderate of me, if anything.
Why haven't you framed it?
How long do you take to get ready for a date? 30 minutes to an hour, more than 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours, or a few minutes?
More than 2 hours.
More than 2 hours to get ready for a date.
Yeah, I like to deep clean
Between the folds.
everything.
That's very considerate of you.
Thank you.
What mode of transportation do you prefer to use whilst on a date? These are the options, Rosie. Public transit. There's nothing sexier than the tube.
Okay.
Horse carriage. None of these. Or a car.
Car, I guess. But
Really? Even an Uber with like stinky old stale breath. Really interesting. How should you and your date decide what to do? Unsure.
Depends if they're decisive or indecisive.
Wait. By discussing,
Yeah.
he or she gets to decide, or
like
they, them.
being-
I decide.
By discussing.
So you wouldn't take the reins on that and say,
No,
oh, interesting.
but I probably wouldn't want to take the reins because then if it went wrong, I'd be like, oh, sorry,
it's your
all
fault.
my fault.
Yeah, I
but
would
it's
blame you.
shit.
Yeah, I would blame you and make you feel like shit
Yeah.
about it. What do you feel is the best quality you have to offer a partner? Good looks. Nope. Love. Sense of humour, kindness, financial status, or none of these?
Kindness.
Why do you say none of these?
Kindness.
Kindness. You're going to go with kindness.
Yeah.
I would happen to agree.
Yeah, dude.
What do you feel is your worst quality, as this does come down to romance?
Okay. I'm upset about the fashion question still.
Selfishness,
No.
awkwardness, insecurity, lack of commitment, greed, or none of these?
I'd say none of those.
You know what, Rosie? I agree.
What
We're
do you
going
think
with
is my worst quality?
You don't want to open that can of
It's not
worms.
greed though.
Last question. How should you say goodnight to your date? With a kiss, a wave, a high five, or none of these?
But that completely depends on if it's a shit date, you
All
don't
right,
kiss them.
it's a date that is with me.
With a kiss.
It's not a high five. I quite like the morale boosting high five
Yeah,
myself.
with a
With a kiss. Okay, Rosie, are you ready for your results? Now, before we get these
would
in.
say?
Before we get these in, I'm going to give you what I think you are in terms of your percentage of
My percentage
dateability.
that they've given me.
I don't know why you've only... Sorry. So the percentage I would give you for dateability is 98%.
So why not 100? Fuck you.
Nothing's perfect, okay, Rosie?
Speak for yourself.
I'm talking about you, not me. I am perfect.
Where did I go wrong?
I would say you are 2% undateable. Because first of all,
Undateable.
no one's perfect.
What are my
Perfect.
results?
Your results, according to this online quiz, is that you're 74% dateable
Why?
based on the answers that you've given. And the only feedback this quiz has given you is that's pretty good. I don't really understand how it's calculated a 74%
Well, they've got a bias towards a
dateability.
cering fashion style.
I think it was because you wanted to travel by car and not horse and
But
carriage.
I didn't want to rely on being nervous
This is
waiting
the
around
2%.
for...
I wonder what this means. How do they possibly collate these
Psychologists
results?
did not make this quiz.
Shall I take the test?
Yeah.
I think I
You're
would score
gonna get
higher.
exactly the same answer.
Right,
as
okay,
me.
as we know. What style of fashion do you prefer? Okay, well, I'm going to go, shall I say classy?
No, go none of these.
You can't tell me how to answer my own dateability quiz. I'm going to go trendy.
You're not trendy.
I didn't say I was trendy. First of all, feelings truly hurt. It says, what style of fashion do you prefer? I assume that means on someone else.
Oh.
I'm just going to cry over
Give me a cutty word.
I'm going to give you a cuddy word. Select your ideal date location. Okay, I'm not going to pick the movie theatre because you can't talk in a movie theatre, even though that was our first date.
No, that
I'm not
was.
going to pick a nightclub because
So-
I'm going to go restaurant because I really
I would've thought
enjoy
you'd do
a classic.
park.
The park, really? Really? Will you drink alcohol when on a date? I'm going to say yes, just a drink or two, because I'm far more reserved in that way.
You're annoying.
You're annoying. Why are you still clutching on to me? How long should you wait after a date to contact the person again? I'm going to wait a few days.
Are you?
Yeah. If we had a really good date, I wouldn't wait a week because that's you've missed your
Why didn't you?
opportunity.
It doesn't matter, and you just text me afterwards and go the film.
Because it does matter. I'm not going to text you the day of or a few hours after. I'm not desperate. I might be not fashionable, Rosie, and desperate, but I'm not desperate. Do you consider yourself to be a romantic?
Yes.
You wanted to say
Sometimes.
no. Sometimes. Okay, well, I'm going to say sometimes. Oh, that was mean, Rosie. I thought you'd say yes. I
Why?
thought it would be just an absolute
Sometimes.
solid yeah. Okay. How long do you... Is that the dog or you?
The dog.
Fuck. How long do you take to get ready for a date? 1 to 2 hours, not more than 2. Because I'd prepare the night before. I'd have only the minimum amount to do before leaving the house.
But that's technically more than 2 hours because it's like 2 days.
1 to 2 hours. What mode of transportation do you prefer whilst on a date? I'm going to say none of these because honestly, I'd want... What are they called, Rosie?
When the person has a bike and you're in the back.
Yeah, pedicab.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Surely that's public transport though.
I just want to make sure I get over 74% dateability, okay? If you could just shut your pie hole for 1 second.
I hate when people say shut your pie hole.
You don't even eat pie. What do you feel is the best quality you have to offer a partner? I mean, how many options are there? Kindness, good looks, yes, yes. Sense of humour, yes. Financial status, yes. Love, yes.
I said kindness.
I'm going to say sense of humour because I am funny above all else. What do you feel is your worst quality? Oh, God. Well, I'm committed to the right person. That's you, even though you're still yawning. I'm going to say insecurity. I'm a bit insecure sometimes, maybe. See my results. It says I'm 74% dateable.
It's fixed. It does 74 every time.
Are you sure?
It is not made by psychologists.
I made that
They
up
lied.
when I said that.
Oh, I thought they genuinely lied.
No, I thought that was a funny joke to make online.
Oh, that's so sad.
Rosie, is this fixed or are we perfect for each other?
It's fixed. It's just a fixed stupid quiz.
No, Rosie,
Now, tell
no.
me, if we just met now, would you date me?
Yes, of course. Oh God, I paused. I just paused because I had to
did you
think about it.
pause?
Well, I paused because I tried to remember a time when we were both single people and I can't remember that time. Do you remember that time in LA when we were hanging out with all those lesbian YouTubers and Alexis Giselle was teaching me how to flirt?
Yes.
Got a bit sexy, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So, do you remember I was like, oh, Alexis, I'm really shit at it. And she was like, you're better than you think you are. And I was like, you're making me feel really at ease. And then we started really hitting it off.
Yeah.
Then I remembered she was like 20 years younger than me, which we don't agree with, apparently. I wonder what it's like dating in, this is such a privileged thing to say, dating in your 30s. I'm aware there are a lot of people who date in their 30s.
Yeah, of course
but
they do.
Let's do it right now. Hi, Rosie. Welcome to our first date. I've got you this salted sea.
Oh, I thought it was going to be your fake drink, but okay.
Hi, Rosie. How's it going? This stylus represents some flowers. I brought them to you on our first date. How are you?
I brought you flowers on the first date.
Oh, you
so-
did, and that was years
Why
ago.
didn't you get me flowers on the first date?
Because
Did
we
you
were
not
going
think-
to the cinema and I didn't bring a vase and some water with me.
But did you think, oh, I should get her some flowers or a gift?
I brought you the gift of your future wife.
Did you think about it?
No, but it was a bit overzealous if I'd have done it. Wow, that smells really good. Can I have some?
Yeah.
We're on our date, by the way. I would steal your drink. Do you think people talk about whether they want children or get married on a first date anymore?
Probably not, because they probably don't want to seem...
What, like too keen?
Yeah, I think it's meant to be cool to be aloof. I personally think those things are really important and you need to find out straight away.
I do
Especially
too.
if you are in your 30s or something, but older, because you might already have kids.
Okay,
or...
so what's on your checklist of things to get through then that you wouldn't necessarily want to bring up on a date, but secretly you want to know? I'll go first. Do you want to get married anytime in the future, aka the next 12 months?
Yes.
Because time's getting on. Would you freeze your eggs if we had to?
Yes.
Okay, would you do IVF? Because
Yes.
we might have to. Great. How much money have you got and have you started a pension?
if it was...
Do you own property? Have you ever been promoted? What do you do for a living?
Social
Have you got
media
any
marketing.
ambitions at all, considering you're in social media marketing? I assume not.
I do have an ambition.
What is
I
it? To
don't
get
wanna
out
tell
of
you.
this date? I'm not having fun. I really enjoyed that. So I think to conclude then from this video, we are dateable, but only 74%.
I think it's fixed. I think everybody gets 74%.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I want to know in the comments, out of Rosie and I, who would you want to go on a first date with? And what would your first opening question be for either Rosie or I? Is it Rosie and me or Rosie and I? Or is it Rosie and Jim?
Me.
Oh, okay, cool. Bye!
Bye!